Yeah, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to our Saturday live stream, where we are back with more City Skylines, although we might, depending on how it goes, do a little bit of split between a CS2 and some Dwarf Fortress. We'll play it by ear. Oh, I forgot the game was paused over here. Let that go. Hey, everybody! Happy weekend! A couple announcements right off the bat. As a reminder, I will be away for about a week and a half, starting at the end of this week. So we're gonna have a Monday and a Wednesday live stream, but then after that we're done for like a week and a half. I'll get some specifics, posted in the normal places, but just FYI. Also, Monday and Wednesday streams, we're gonna be going back to our regular 2-hour streams for those. So that's going to start at 2 p.m. Eastern times, Monday and Wednesdays. And then in the middle of all this, we've also got like time zone changes that are happening that are out of sync, of course, because the world is dumb and daylight savings time and standard time is stupid. But, hopefully we can muddle through those as we have all these years so far. Merry time zone. You playing more Solasta? I kind of want to. We've been playing Solasta with my role-playing group on Tuesdays. We've been going through there, and that we've actually gotten further than the videos, and it's been a lot of fun. So hopefully, but I know we still have to finish Baldur's Gate 2. I want to get back to that. I mean, Baldur's Gate 2 took a back seat for 3 coming out, but we want to get back to that. And of course, I want to get back to streaming BG3 as well. So we've got a few things in the queue. But yeah, I really enjoyed Solasta, and I'm hoping to take another crack at that, so we'll see how it goes. Is European having 2-hour streams when the clocks are out of sync isn't too bad? I guess that's true, yeah. Only all the characters were quick save. Oh no! Forgot I loaded the game, so the radio settings got reset. Turn off those ads, please. I guess we'll have to get through this one. Actually, I think that was just the radio identification message. So today what I'd like to do very much is hit 100,000 people. I've been letting the game run for a little bit this morning. I've done some minor adjustments to the city here and there, but nothing major. You'll notice, like, for example, there's an extra bridge here. There's a tiny bit more of the industrial area. Went and built a little turning lane here to make the traffic flow through here a little bit better, although it may not be as necessary now that we've got this connection. It seems to have taken a little bit of pressure off that intersection. I've doubled up on the parking, so we've got a parking lot on each side. I've also used a divided road over here so that people don't cut through to take the other parking, sort of force them in there. These things are packed. We can see here, they're both maxed out all the time. Our parking seems to be always maxed out, but the streets aren't literally 100% full of cars anymore, so maybe we're okay there? I don't know. If we swing over on the other side, I think things are basically the same on the other side of this section. Another underground parking, but we had that before. We had a clinic over here. That has been removed because I have gone and put in a hospital for this area. This hospital is not being used very heavily, but it's giving us more coverage. The clinic wasn't covering this entire zone, so a lot of places were complaining about like poor healthcare access, so that has now gone away. You can see these houses are actually like perfectly happy in every single way, other than the taxes are a little bit higher, which, you know what, deal with it. Right now our income's in a pretty good spot, about $2 million a month currently, so that's not too shabby, and that's despite the fact that I put down a one of the high-end telecom towers. The one here that costs $100,000 a month. It's fairly pricey, but it's giving us some really good internet access over this whole area, which is quite good. Oh, I added some little parking lots here for flavor. Oh my god, we got an accident here. Okay, so in a few minutes we're gonna still see there's gonna be a horrible traffic jam here. It's because of the traffic collision, not necessarily an issue, although this is a semi-busy intersection generally speaking. I put down another road maintenance place. I think we already had this one. I think I put down another one somewhere, maybe over here. Just because I was worried that maybe we're getting more collisions because the roads needed to be maintained a little bit more. Another electrical substation while I was leaving it run. At some point we were having some power brownouts over here. Just I think as the populations are sort of naturally rose and filled out a bit more, there was a bit more of a power need, so we've got another substation. That's probably it. Otherwise I was mostly just letting it run idle. Apparently there's a bug where incinerators are creating garbage. Oh, okay. There are a few other known issues, and a few more. Like, as tons of people are playing this game. This game has been very popular. Lots of people have picked it up, and so little things have been noticed here and there. Some of there was a whole huge post about like the cargo stations and how they don't really work, except maybe they do work, just not in the way that was intended. Plus, also there's a little bit of a bug. I guess right now cargo goes. Some of our industrial buildings are just like storage buildings. And I guess the situation is right now the cargo can go from here to the storage, for example, but not directly to the other buildings. And that's something that'll probably get adjusted. So little things like that. I don't know. Watch the last VOD. I would suggest that adding another garbage processing facility near the cargo terminal for new post of city. For new post of city? Or new part of city, maybe you mean? But yeah, maybe a garbage incinerator makes sense here. Actually, I heard that maybe garbage can get delivered in these places. Is that? Oh yeah, right over there. We do have some garbage that has arrived. So an incinerator here does actually make a lot of sense. Yeah. An airport's not a bad idea. So obviously, we're going to keep fiddling with a few things. One of the things, actually, I might address right away. Right now, it's fine, but I think depending on time of day, sometimes we get a backup of traffic right over here. As a lot of people are trying to make a right-hand turn into this section. So I think what we might do is just tweak this. I think I'll probably double lane this all the way here and do a short 4-lane segment to maybe facilitate more traffic going right, or I suppose even left, because in theory, everyone going straight here through the roundabout is really what they're doing, is they're trying to make a left turn over here. And so that might give a little more throughput. But I think where we might develop is this area right over here. I just bought the tiles before the stream started. We still have 67 tiles we can buy because we did go up to Grand City milestone while the game was just running. We just kept passively getting XP. Didn't unlock anything new. Neither one of these levels got anything new, but we did get a whole bunch of extra tiles and development points and stuff that we can spend. But yeah, money's in a great place. Oh, look at this. When we started the stream, we're at 1.8 million a month. Now we're at 3.7 million. So when do we unlock our colleges, right? We need the ending where we send everyone into space. So I was thinking of developing this area, and the talk of an airport actually makes great sense, because wouldn't it seem quite appropriate, really, to have the airport kind of over here? Near the highways, because A, you want a lot of people aren't going to want to come in and out of the airport. B, airports are very loud, for example. I mean, I don't know how much of that matters in the game, but in real life, you tend to put them near the highways and sort of like semi-industrial zones. I mean, there's some places where airports are right smack near some residential areas, but those people aren't terribly happy, I guess. So, and yeah, I thought this area would be nice to develop. I thought what we might do is have a highway that runs right down the water over here, and then have some housing come off of that. But what if we do something this way? The other thing is we do have this industrial zone over here, which does go and blow a little pollution just a little bit over the hills. Not much, but technically there's a little bit over here. Now, this might be a great spot for the airport, although you don't normally build airports near hills like this. I don't think it matters in the game, but in real life, this complicates your approach vectors that are possible. I mean, if the runways were just aligned this way, it'd be fine, but we might want more options. That being said, the airport over here probably doesn't care about the air pollution, therefore it might be a great place for it. This might be a little tricky with the ramp situation here. I don't know. Airport on top of the mountain. Yeah, just flatten the mountain, put the airport on top of that. Make a crazy airport in the mountains for fun landings. So I guess the first thing we should do, I don't even know if airports are unlocked. And that we should do that and then take a look at its size. Yeah, they're air. We could go straight to International Airport. There's a whole Space Center thing as well, too, to take a look at. But right, so this airport here is still quite big. Wow. Small terminal runway provide the city with light connections, increase the attractiveness of the city, raises the effectiveness of offices, can be upgraded with airport services, a business lounge, and a cargo terminal. So increases attractiveness and office efficiency citywide. And then the international airport is even better. Increases demand for software, increases interest in university education. That I quite like, because actually a few of these businesses over here, like right here, oh, the pop-up went away as I was zooming into it. But there was a little indicator there about not enough highly educated people. And our university is not running at its maximum limit yet. So it actually might not be a bad idea to increase interest in going to university so we can get more highly educated people for our businesses, plus our offices, right? You want to know if you can make dams in CS2? You can. We haven't made one yet. We can, right? Yeah, hydroelectric power dam right over there. We haven't unlocked it. I don't know if we have an ideal river for it. I mean, I guess we could go and do one over here, although at this point I'd be worried about backing up the water and like flooding a little bit of our city. I don't know if the water physics works that way in this game, but that'd be a little bit of concern. Wait, how big's the international airport? Oh, wow! Money for Essentia. Money for Essentia.
How fast should you run when you're late for your flight? Terminal velocity.
Boo! MJ, boo! 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 That might be a little bit bigger than I'm comfortable to plop down. Well, certainly in this area. So I think we'll go with the smaller airport, which is still a big old chunky boy. Now, it's kind of interesting. Road connection over there. Could do that. Could put it over here. One of the issues as well is it's going to do some crazy landscaping. Do we put it along the water here and then have the airplanes like go up and down this ravine? You know what? Let me do a save before I plop it down in case I'm really unhappy with what it does to our map. We can revert. But this might look kind of nice. Yeah, except for this. Now this is fine. We can flatten this out and make it work. This we can't really save. Now, what kind of add-ons we got? Business lounge, cargo terminal. Is this for train tracks? Oh, we just plop it down on top of it. Wait, is that? Well, that's the train track over there. So if anything, I think I'd want to swing this around the other way. Make it easier to bring the train in. And then also, I think the leveling. Bring this side down. Possibly all of this, actually. Or a good section of it. Okay, now let's use the smoothing tool. Okay, this whole hill is, yeah, we can level out this whole section a little bit here. Just get rid of this hill. It'll make our life a lot easier as we go to place down our stuff. And then let's soften this again. And I don't mind, you know, some topology. I think we can agree that this is looking a little bit better. And then over here, what I'll do is I'll just pull this out a little and then smooth out around it, just so that we don't get that harsh edge. Actually, yeah, splitting this level a little bit is not a terrible idea. It's not bad. You gotta deal with people complaining about high rent? I don't know. Just tell them to eat less avocado toast. That's what we do in real life, right? All right. We need a highway connection around here. Oh, hold on. We could do a little bit of smoothing just over here. I'm just gonna push out the high ground. Why 4 not working? Oh, because I'm on the smooth tool. There you go. Just push out the high ground. And then give it a little smooth. There you go. I feel like I'm just airbrushing away cellulitis on every photo of every celebrity ever, you know? Just whoop, whoop, whoop. Bigger houses have higher rent. Zoning some small sites rather than max depth will help. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I think, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not too worried about the rent thing because I suspect some of these things are getting a little, they're going to get a pass, right? Probably at the same time as, like, the whole commercial zones talking about, oh, I don't have enough customers, while still, like, being perfectly profitable and growing and everything like that. It's like, okay, well, you're wrong. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, changing the landscaping without ruining the trees. It's an art. So I think we'll probably end up running our own kind of custom intersection area over here. It's a very nice airport you have there. Hint, hint. Oh, I see. You wanted this to be the Lodrian. I know this isn't the international airport, but we're gonna call it that anyway. Because, like, it's like a tiny little dirt strip airport in the southern US that calls itself international, because Cessnas will, like, fly to Mexico. There's all these funny airports in places that are called international airport. You're like, really? Really? Should be the Landrian rather than Lodrian. Okay, so plan here. Probably fairly big highway. I don't think I'll do the split. But, you know, maybe the 4 lane's gonna be fine. Probably runs entirely parallel to this little section. And yeah, we'll certainly, you know, keep going. And wow. Oh, it probably can't handle something with the height change here. If I do this. Now are you good? Yeah, now you're good. All right. Does the highway not count as road connection? Because it's not zoned. If it's not a zonable type terrain, is it not valid? Do we have to do a little slow section here? It might be that it's not connected to the rest, but I suspect that's the issue. Yeah, because it's a highway. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and build a little cut here. I still want a highway mostly because I want speed. But, oh, I guess I could, hold on, I could have just done the upgrade, but oh well. And then we'll replace you with, I guess, medium road. Is it because you need the room for the sidewalk? This is really wider. Well, that's a shame. I mean, what I can do is I can build a little road section here and then have it basically be like an on and off ramp to the airport entrance, which I guess might be better. Almost build a sub interchange here just to service this area, which probably just means just a small road. I mean, I suppose the small road can run a certain amount because we could have some shops and services here and there, but nah, I don't know if I want that. Oh, parking. You know what? That's actually a great idea. If I go and extend this out, I can build a ton of parking adjacent over here. And that'll feel pretty right. I think I want open air parking. I think I just want to use these very large parking lots. Yeah. Right, if we plop down a bunch of these. Even if they're not full, it'll feel right, you know? Do I want to start aligned with the airport itself? I think this is okay. We can trim this back. Well, I'll have to... There. Kind of like that, yep. There. Now, how do we get... Definitely want people to drive through. Oh, it's a helicopter flying by. I'm like, what the hell was that weird sound? So now build... What I'm thinking maybe... It's a highway that comes off this way. Invalid shape? Why? Is there elevation issues? Oh, because I can't round about with the highway. That's why. What I probably want... Hello, Meese. Hello, mooses. One way. Curvy. Actually, the simple curve is going to be fine here. No left turns, my dude. There. There will be people from here making a left turn down there, which may or may not be acceptable. What we may end up doing is pulling an off-ramp off of this and then connecting it over here so that we don't have people doing this left turn here. But we'll deal with that when we deal with it. Now, how do we want to connect this up here? And the pre-made intersections are kind of big, although maybe it's fine. Right, because what we'd be looking here, because we're doing a T-junction, is a trumpet, either this trumpet intersection or the trumpet roundabout. Either one is pretty decent. But I think and I'm still thinking about a highway that runs down this side. I mean, that actually fits kind of nicely. Maybe the highway's not here. It just comes off this way and then has one direction that goes there. We definitely have room for this. All right, well, let's see what we can do. Okay, so we're going from a 2 to a 3, which is fine, because effectively what we're getting here is turning lanes. Highway... 3-lane... Well, I guess this part could still be a 2-lane. Like that, generating some turning lanes. Generating some merging. There we go, that looks kind of right. And then from here... that. Bum bum. Hey, Vol, thanks for the bits. Can you zoom in and one of your citizens want to count their teeth? All right. Do I want to group these together? I think I kind of do. I think this is an area where it makes sense. Oh yeah, I can't pre-build this. Now if we do 2 lanes, continuous curve, because we're going to want to do bring it in there, and then we're going to want to peel off yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we're doing 4-lane highway. I want this coming in a different place. Let me just do that. So I get a new node. Have any of you guys in chat played with the developer tools to like gain access to like more flexibility for like move it style stuff and like little custom zoning? Well, zoning for like parks and stuff. They're not mechanically there, but they look really nice to like fill in some of these little gaps we've got. Okay. This here I love. I'm not convinced about this roundabout. Just in terms of looks, I think it's going to function great. Money for Essentia, money for Essentia.
You don't need to bulldoze highway intersections. You can overlay them and it just snaps. Can be a bit tricky but works.
Yeah,
Big upgrade from CS1.
Oh, if you mean like I can overlay them this way. If I don't know if that's what you mean. Like I can do this. It was just if you're talking about over here, I just wanted the connection to like come in a little bit more clean, because sometimes if it comes into an existing bit and then you delete the excess bit, sometimes it doesn't line up the way you want. But I might be misinterpreting what you mean. Oh, you mean the pre-made interchanges. I find it tricky. Sometimes they complain about the placement and sometimes they don't. We can try it again. Sometimes I had a hard time putting those down over here. You mean the interchanges? When built, you don't need to bulldoze highway intersections. You can overlay them, just snaps. You talking about intersections or interchanges? I don't know. We need to get some power over here, plus water and sewage. Guess I may as well get that connected, because here we're gonna need a direct connection regardless, because the highway doesn't cover that. So first, let's do the water and sewage for the airport, which actually very conveniently we can just connect over there, assuming I actually drag this correctly. Let's try that again. I find sometimes with the vertical connections, it can be hard to tell if it's actually like lined up or not. See? It's not actually. Now that's connected. Let's not worry about it. Now you still need power. Now, this street here could connect to a street network on the other side. I certainly don't want people driving down here if they're not going to the airport, ideally. Although, I suspect we probably won't. Type spaghetti. You just know me, I hate power lines, so I like to avoid them whenever possible. Okay. I don't think it's as simple as connecting up to this grid. I think we definitely want a local source of power. That can be a transformer substation, but we want to get the power into this area with the high voltage power lines. So I think we are going to build a power substation, which is actually making me think a good spot for it would be over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend out our regular road over here. So that way I can get a transformer station, for the airport itself, which I think makes a good amount of sense. So now the power line here, we're going to make sure we're in underground mode, which works out beautifully, and we're just going to connect up. Is that a high voltage line? No, that's just the highway, isn't it? Oh no, that is the highway, the high voltage line. Great stuff. Perfect. So there you go. So we've got a local power grid connection over here, which I think is going to be nice. Now they're just complaining about lack of high-skilled labor, but in theory, people are going to start using the airport. Now, before I do too much else, I would love to get this rail track connected. Now, where is our rail? It's all over here. Right? Rail line over this way. Best thing to do might be to extend off from here. And bring it here, here, probably across here, and then cut. Oh yeah, we do, you're right. And this catches me off guard because this wasn't in the old one. Cargo, passenger plane, we do have to create some routes. No pedestrian access. Here's fine. How do we get pedestrian access to these guys? Unless those are better for the cargo planes. Yeah, there you go. Cargo terminal, I guess. We can double up, but that's going to give us a little bit of flexibility. I suppose the cargo is not going to be much use until we get the trains connected. And yeah, I think we can double up on the terminals, but I kind of like the idea, or the gates rather. I kind of like the idea that we can have one gate for each destination. There. Let's get another one. Is there another? Oh, right here. Great. Okay. Look at the airplanes. Lined up. You're cleared for takeoff. Woo! Fly heading. Oh, we don't. Oh, now that would be tricky, but it would be really cool if we had markings on here. For the runway numbers. Now, the runway numbers are actually based on compass direction. And I guess there's not an actual, like, north, south, east, west over here, but you could do it. It would be cool if it was dynamic. Each runway got a number depending on exactly how you align the airport. But I don't know that that's a reasonable ask. Let's get airport services. Small shops, restaurant, kiosks for passenger convenience. Services pay rent, which offsets some of the airport maintenance costs, but increases water and electrical consumption. And, ooh, a business lounge. Business travelers ease your time at the airport, increase the attractiveness of the city. Excellent. Yeah. All right, fully upgraded. Our faux international airport. Maybe what I'll do is I'll start by running the rail from this direction. Let me do another safety save here in case I, like, bork something up with my rail making, and I'm like, hold on, I need to do a revert. It'll be the fastest way to get things to work properly again. Train. Double track. Now.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.
Do I want to go over or under? I think I want to go over because I like to see the trains go. Mothman, thanks for the sub. I think I'm going to keep things elevated. Through, at the very least. Are you going to hit the power lines? That's funny. I can bury those. Or what I can plan is going... No, because I think I want to stay elevated to the other side of this, and then we can go down to ground level. Oh, yeah. Go up. Now, high voltage power lines. thusly. Okay. Bring an elevated track all the way between the two-way highway if possible. Oh, it's probably too tight for the pillars. That is a really interesting idea, though. Turn off snapping. Keep the elevation. No, it's too tight. That is a really neat idea, though. Doesn't even like to snap to the highways because of the pillars here. That is actually really cool. You're driving along, there's a train in between, but... So then, we're going to go down to ground level. From a cost perspective, I mean, it doesn't make much of a difference for us, but in terms of realism... Let's go up and over. How do we force the tunneling? I guess we just go to underground mode for a sec. This is actually... There you go. There, not too shabby. Oh, we are going to run into a slight issue here. I think we're going to have to buy some tiles. Buy a few. We got lots of tiles available. So I want one connection. Oh, I think we want to go over this highway again. And down to ground. And loop that way. You know what? From this elevated bit, let's do that. All right, that's kind of cool. So, where's our airport? Oh, way over here. So I'm assuming we probably need to do a train line as well. Yeah. Now from here, we're going to have a route that goes to this cargo station. And this cargo station. And then back to the airport. Then we're going to do a new one that goes from this airport to this outside connection. And back. And there's another outside connection over there, but I think this is fine. Okay. Sea levels keep raising. Does New Brussels become only Brussels? Hope at one point we can build a bridge for the river to cross the road. Now that would be cool. There are places in the world where like there is a road that goes under an elevated river. There's like a really cool like some videos and stuff. This feels like we could clean this up. I think we should. Highway, 2-lane in one direction. There. That looks better. Oh, 3 lanes between the two trumpets does make a lot of sense, doesn't it? Yep. Well, I kind of like the on-ramp, off-ramp kind of thing. Turning lanes, but maybe it does make more sense to do this. Oh, we actually saw a great example of a car there. Come through here, stay in that right mouse lane, and then exit over there. choo-choo trains! You have 2 engines. Playing Train Simulator now. Oh, coming to this platform, I believe means this is one of the external ones. It came and left with no cargo. Oh, I want to click on this plane, please. Nowhere near full. Is this big one the cargo one? It is. Okay. Planes and trains. Quill is lost to this game forever. Yep. So after a certain amount of time, like the first, it's just like when you set up the bus route, right? The buses go and there's no one at the stops yet, but then after a while, that all starts to perform. So we'll come and take a look at this airport later on. Okay. Do we build a forestry industry over here? We did connect the cargo plane routes, yeah, which is the only reason there are cargo planes. So first things first, I want to extend this highway. So yeah, 4-lane, curvy mode. And I actually want to run it right along the coast. Which means we're going to have no zoning on the water, but that seems kind of fine because then we don't have to deal with the like houses that poke out into the water and just make the landscape look ugly. Now, right now, this highway's sort of kind of just going to end, which, you know, does that make sense? I mean, maybe. It ends and then just in some local streets or something. Or we could have it just curl around over this way and service this area in some way. I don't know. I could build like a little quad here and 4 forest industries. Now, what does the forest industry look like? It still has the trees and then has the yellow sort of terrain. Oh, hold on. Does this produce air pollution? Is this going to ruin... I mean, there's not that many people that live that close by over here. Okay, nothing's popping up yet, so that's good. We could take a look at all the natural resources too. Oh, there is minerals here too. Now, I was thinking of building another residential area over here. If we do a mineral mine, an ore mine, then this area is probably going to be kind of on the unlivable side. I don't think it's going to impact anything over here, but I am thinking if I just do logging industry over here, that's probably okay. Coal mine right next to... I mean, we could... Maybe this should just be all industrial. Does sort of bork the plans of building some more housing here. Yeah, because the airflow from here is towards the houses. Now, logging industry here won't bother these houses. It's far enough away. An ore industry here, I mean, some of it is blowing that way. Might still be okay. I suspect if we build the ore industry, everything we already have is going to be fine. But we're not going to want to build housing right here. Still think the airport needs a subway station? It's not a bad point. We'd have to leave a bit of a gap. I'd have to move these parking lots or something. I mean, if I build a subway station over here, people might be able to walk to the airport. Oh, bus line makes a lot of sense. It doesn't have a built-in subway connection, does it? No, it does not. But a bus depot kind of does make some sense. Although there's enough parking here. You know what? Screw them. You have monorail? I don't think monorail exists in this game, does it? No. We can build trams. And what is a monorail if not an elevated tram line, right? Cool as a California planner, no mass transit to the airport. Where do the parking lots go? Exactly. There should probably, like, buses would be pretty easy. Subways would obviously be really nice, but We'll have to see. Trams to get to the airport, just... And yeah, they want high-skill labor. Now, theoretically, what we have done, we've done a few things that should hopefully encourage more people to go to university. I don't know if building a second university will help. Like, maybe we could build one over here. Maybe, like, there's a proximity thing. Of course, people can subway from here to the university very easily. But it might still pay off to have another one. Or maybe what we need to do is encourage people to go the power through the college as quickly as possible, because I think they might have to go through college to get to university. I'm hesitating here because I'm torn. I at least want to do the logging industry. Maybe let me put that down and then see how things feel. I just want to do... like a little diagonal, and then put one logging industry building in each one of those corners, and then have it sort of spread from there. Now, we can have the highway that ends there. We can have it turn into a 2-lane highway on a straight line, just because that's how I want to divide up the industry. And then our 4-lane over here. My contour mode. Do the curve? Slope too steep, huh? Yeah, that is pretty hilly. I think I'm gonna have to build elevated here. On this. Plus, it'd be a great place to drive. You know, you get the OG Top Gear guys coming here, talking about how this is the greatest road in the world. Track sounds like a one from growing up. Oh, yeah, that is a great game. And then, for now, I mean, I don't think this calls for a fancy intersection in any way whatsoever.